Hi everyone, I hope you all safe and healthy with your family and friends. In this video, we are going to learn about 11th Standard Accountancy, Chapter 6, Subsidiary Book 1, Illustration number 2. From the following transactions of ROM home appliances for July 2017, prepare purchases book and ledger account connected with this book. Okay, so we are going to prepare the purchases book and ledger accounts also. Okay, let's see the transaction. 2017 July 5 purchased on credit from Kannan and Co 50 iron boxes at rupees 500 each and 10 grinders at rupees 3000 each. What this transaction tells us? This transaction clearly tells us this is the credit purchases transaction. So we are going to post this transaction into the purchases book. PB means purchases book. So the title of the purchases book is that in the books of ROM home appliances. The name of the book is purchases book. Already prepared the format of the purchases book. The dated on, so the transaction, see the transaction dated on 2017 July 5. The supplier name is Kannan and Co is entered into the particular column, and the item and the rate of the items also we have to enter into the particular column. Okay, 50 iron boxes at rupees 500 each. So one iron box rate is rupees 500. How much for 50 iron boxes? So we have to multiply 50 into 500. How much we get? We got 25,000. So we have to enter that 25,000 into the detail column. Then 10 grinders at rupees 3000 each. So one grinder rate is rupees 3000. How much for 10 grinders? So we have to find. How do we find? We have to multiply 10 into 3000. How much you get? You got 30,000 rupees. You have to enter that 30,000 rupees into the detail column. Then you have to add that both the values and the total value only you enter into the total column. What is that both the value? So you have to add 25,000 plus 30,000. You got 55,000. You entered that 55,000 into the total column. We entered. Let's see the next transaction. That is July 6 purchased for cash from Siva and Brothers 25 fans at rupees 1250 each. So what this transaction tells us? This transaction clearly tells us this is the cash purchases. We won't record the cash purchases into the purchases book. So we omit this transaction. Let's see the next transaction. That is July 10 purchased from Balan and Co on credit 20 grinders at rupees 2500 each and 10 mixes at rupees 3000 each. Trade discount at rupees at 10%. What this transaction tells us? This is the credit purchases transaction. So purchased from Balan on credit. This is the credit purchases. So we are going to enter this transaction into the purchases book. So in purchases book dated on July 10, the supplier name is Balan and Co entered, and the details of the Balan and Co we have to enter into the particular column. So 10 grinders at rupees 2500. So one grinder rate is rupees 2500. How much for 20 grinders? So we have to multiply 20 into 2500. We got 50,000 rupees. So 50,000 rupees we have to record into the detail column. Then 10 mixes at rupees 3000. So one mixie rate is rupees 3000. How much for 10 mixes? We have to multiply 10 into 3000. What we get? We got 30,000 rupees. Then we have to add this 50,000 plus 30,000 rupees. We got 80,000 rupees. Okay. Then we have the trade discount 10%. We have subtracted that 10% discount from the total value. So you have to calculate this value. How do we calculate? We have to take 80,000 into 10% discount, which means 10 by 100. Then we cancel the 80,000 into 10% discount. You get 8,000 rupees. From the 8,000 you have to deduct that 80,000 rupees. You got the 72,000 rupees. Okay. Then you have the delivery charges rupees 1,000. After subtracted the 10% discount only, you have to add the delivery charges. Okay. So you have to, after you add the delivery charge 1,000 rupees, what you get? You got 72,000 plus 1,000, you got the 73,000 rupees. This is the total value of the Balan and Co. What you purchased from Balan and Co. The amount is 73,000. Okay. Let's see the next transaction, that is July 20, purchased on credit one copier machine from Kumar for rupees 35,000. This is the what this transaction tells us. This transaction tells us clearly asset transaction, because Ram home appliances are dealing with fully home appliances things only, items only they dealing. Okay, but here what is given here, copier machine is not the home appliances. This is the asset transaction. So asset transaction we will not record it into the purchases book. So from the given transaction, what are the credit purchases books are given, credit purchases transactions are given here, we entered into the purchases book. Now we are going to post the respective account into the ledger account. Okay, what are the respective accounts we are going to post into the ledger account? That is sundry purchases account, Kannan account and Balan account. Okay, let's see the ledger account. So illustration 2, we already prepared the ledger account, format of the ledger account. First we are going to open the purchases account. Okay, so in purchases account we are going to prepare the post the sundry creditors account. That means sundry purchases account, total amount of the purchases account, that is on debit side 2017 July 31 to sundries creditors account 1,28,000. Okay, then Kannan and Co account. So what is the journal entry for the Kannan and Co account? Purchases account debtor to Kannan and Co account. Okay, so Kannan account and Co account is on credit side. So we go to credit side on the ledger account, dated on 2017 July 5. What is the opposite account from the Kannan account? Purchases account. So we have to write started with the word buy purchases account 55,000. Then Balan and Co account. So what is the journal entry for the Balan and Co account? Purchases account debtor to Balan account, Balan and Co account. So Balan account is on credit side. So we go to credit side, dated on 2017 July 10. What is the opposite account from the Balan and Co account? Purchases account is the opposite account from the Balan and Co account. So in credit side we always started with the word buy. So buy purchases account 73,000. So we posted all the necessary connected account from the purchases book, we posted into the ledger account. Do you have any doubt? Please comment it on the comment box. Thank you. Take care.